I need to start drinking water for the day, you know. Oh, wait, waypoint. Hold on. Whoops. I didn't mean to summon you, but that's fine. No. I like the head parts. So, I'm doing 7 days later, so I'm sure you'll see. Nice. That would be awesome because Diablo 2 doesn't take me very long to edit. It never does, which is really nice. So I usually have like a shorter night post-stream. So for anybody that's new and like I stream and then I like do editing and like post-stream editing and stuff, and I like repurpose my content elsewhere like YouTube and stuff. And yeah, sometimes it can take a while. So like my streams are only like 4 hours, but I might be like working away for like 6 to 20 hours or something that day and stuff. So usually Diablo 2 is one of those ones where it doesn't take me very long, and it's got this beautiful soundtrack, so I get to listen to it again when I'm editing and stuff, which is just magic. It's just, I don't know, healing, honestly. And so yeah, I end up feeling more rejuvenized after playing Diablo. I always kind of do, so I end up being a little bit more alert and having a little bit more free time, and it's just like a fucking it's a nice night overall, you know. So yeah, normally I can kind of like more frequently catch people's streams and stuff going into like, you know, Friday morning and stuff for me, because it's like 10:30 p.m. at night for me. So yeah, by the time I finish everything, it's like, you know, in the morning. But I've had like a lot of like really late nights this week because I tried out Once Human yesterday. I don't know if anybody got a chance to see that or if anybody knows about the game and stuff, but it literally only just released on Tuesday? No. When? Maybe Tuesday afternoon for Americas and Wednesday morning for Australians or whatever. Or whichever way that fucking goes. But yeah, no, it was fun. I'll be playing that on like Fridays now. So instead of PUBG, we'll have Once Human on Fridays. I kind of want to figure out the story. I want to figure out how to figure out the story. Because I'm in the... Sorry, try not to sneeze. Every single stream, I should put up a fucking like sneeze counter or something, because every single stream I sneeze. But yeah, I'm in like the starting, like, you know, under 10 levels kind of thing. The beginner's tutorial part at the moment of the game. And it's, oh, I've got to go back. And basically that means that I can't kind of go off and find dungeons, do upper battles and stuff like that yet. But I want to. So I've got to kind of like figure out how to do quests and follow the story and stuff, because I really want to know more what's happening in Once Human and kind of like, you know, explore it, because it's a pretty game. It's fucking beautiful. It's also free on Steam, by the way. Anybody that's interested in it. It's it looks like a game that should cost you like $60 or something, but it's fucking free. Although I did find in the game, I did have a look around after stream, and it has like battle passes and cosmetics and all sorts of stuff, which is fair. I figured it would. The battle pass was a bit, I wasn't expecting that, but I don't really care. They've got to make their money somehow, and if people want to spruce up their characters, you know, go for it. Ain't hurt nobody. Oh shit. These guys are. So I've downloaded Almost Human. Not got around to it. Oh yeah, no, I was playing it last night. It was really interesting. I have not played many games like it. After I kill these two, I'll sort of give you an explanation of like the combination of games that I could say it's like. You stay over there for a minute, mate. Where's my Steam? Come here. Oh. I usually quit out of my Steam every time I start a game. Yeah, take me back to there. So it is a... This in the background is hilarious. It is a cross between... Or is it? Generation Zero, Division 2, Ark, Don't Starve Together, DayZ, WoW, Power World, and Sunken Land. but it's like very clearly, distinctly its own game at the same time. Like you can tell when you're playing it that it has like, you know, there's sound and there's visual elements and stuff like that. So it's really it's really quite good. I was gonna say I don't know what you're talking about, Scarlet. Oh man, we need a moment to actually. If I can just hit the wall there and set that on fire. There we go. We needed him to have some flames around him. It's too hot. Yeah, Jeff Goldblum. Let's bask in the hottie. Thank you, Scarlett. I really appreciate that. I really do. Both the bits and also just like the fun of like seeing Jeff Goldblum just like lounging there and stuff. I like legit couldn't tell what you meant for a minute. I'm serious. I was like, what do you mean it's that time again? I'm like I was confused because I'm still kind of like my brain's kind of waking up after like having a really crap sleep today. So I'm like, what? And then that just played and my brain just shut down. I'm like, I get it. As I watched Jawoodle playing it last night. Oh yeah, I haven't heard of that streamer, but yeah, it was nuts because it was only just, I got like an email at like 7 a.m. or something on Wednesday because I have like followers notifications and stuff on a lot of games that I like and would like to play, but I wasn't expecting it to come out until like August. So I was planning to be playing it in August if it came out. I was expecting that if it was going to be like $60 to $80, like I was going to figure out how I could afford that to get it because I really wanted to play it. And I'm on PvE, and it kind of also feels like, you know how in WoW, like you can get around and not get killed when you see players and stuff. Like it's not like Rust where you have to like fear every single person that runs at you. The funniest thing is there's also these like little messages and whatever you call it. I don't know what they're quite called, but there's like these little like notifications that people keep leaving around the map, and they're like these little like blue pole things. I had like several left in my base where people ran up and left a notification that just said a message or it said a sentence. I'm like, what the fuck? Yeah, it was quite funny because then when I was running around, I'm like, what does this one say? And I find a new one and I go click on it and I'm like, this is danger noodle territory because I'll open one of these and something inappropriate will be in here. Oh my god. Also, Scarlett, if you want, if I don't think you saw it, but there's a really funny reaction I had to character creation. Actually, I had a ball character creating. I spent like an hour. I legit, like, I was trying not to customize her too much because I can spend like easily 4 hours customizing a character, and usually I would, but I also realized as I was customizing her, I'm like, if I go too hard customizing her, I'm just going to make her look identical to myself. And I'm like, that kind of defeats the purpose of not showing my face. So I'm like, I have to like calm the fuck down on like changes and stuff. But yeah, she came out nice. She came out real fucking nice. I definitely appreciate the time I spent making her. Oh, he's a 7 Days to Die YouTuber. Oh, yeah, no, sorry, I got the context now. I realized I was going from 7 Days to Die to fucking Once Human to Diablo 2 to fucking hell. I jump around topics a lot, so sometimes I will kind of like accidentally skip a topic and not know the context of a reply and stuff. So yeah, no, that's all good. It's on experimental at the moment, 7 Days to Die, by the way. I was going to be playing it. I know I put a notification out that said I was going to be playing it basically Monday and Wednesdays, but I'm really missing my ability to play random game nights. So I'm going to keep 7 Days to Die on Mondays, and, you know, RimWorld Tuesdays, random game nights on Wednesdays and stuff, because I miss having a bit of fucking variety in my week. And yeah, this Thursdays, until I complete this, and I don't know what I'm going to put in this slot, because I want to play all the way through to Hell completion on my Amazon. And then I would like to play a Sorceress, but I kind of want to leave that maybe later. I don't want to do 2 full runs of it like back to back and stuff, you know. So I'll come back to her maybe sometime down the track. Jesus.
I am overburdened.
God, they pack a fucking wallop. I can only pick up something about the size of 4 squares. I can pick up the potions. Yeah. Apparently Diablo 2 is going to take about 80 minutes. That's 1.5 gigs. Oh yeah. That's Australian internet for you, unfortunately. So I downloaded a couple of games. Obviously on Wednesday I downloaded Once Human, and I downloaded another one that I want to play, or at least want to like take a look at on one of the random game nights if I can. I'm not too sure about it, but see how it goes. Anyway, I didn't know that the second game that I was downloading had 50 gigs to the fucking game, because I was waiting for them to come down together and it took 2 hours, and I'm like, oh fucking hell, this like Once Human was like fuck bugger all size, and I'm like, this shouldn't be taking this long. And then I realized what was actually happening, and I'm like, oh, I get it. I'll see if I can keep that lightning resistance too, because I might need that up against Mephisto. Maximum damage reduced. I don't need that one. I do like the like little dragony thing on that. Mana per hit. Maybe I don't have... I wish his defense was stronger. I need something to be stronger than the armor that I've got, because everything I have, if you notice, is enhanced defense, because I can't wear anything at the right level for my gear. Really challenging. Here's the server, not Aussie internet. Oh, okay. No, that's not too bad. Sorry. My only thing with Diablo is, so every time I ever tried to play Diablo 3, every single time I tried to stream it, Blizzard would decide to do like maintenance, like server maintenance that specific day, and like drop my internet, or my internet provider would just turn off the internet for the night and stuff. So basically, like every single time I tried to play Diablo 3, it was like cursed or some shit. And then like Diablo 2, I always liked the fact that it was offline. Obviously this is Resurrected, so it's online. This character is offline, but I still need internet to connect to Blizzard's client, which kind of sucks. I kind of wish that I could play offline, completely offline, like literally just switch my internet off if I wanted to. But yeah, we don't get those kind of things these days. Yeah, server maintenance. Yeah, the joys of Blizzard. Where is... I must have got rid of my special stuff, but my gloves. Do you see how this just doesn't quite look right? The coloration. That's what I was talking about earlier, where they changed... even the helmet's a bit off. But yeah, basically like they added in some colors. If I go into... You might have some things to buy that could kind of express it. But a lot of like the old colors and stuff, if I change over... Do you see how this looks a bit weird? Like the purple looks weird, and the blue of my hat kind of looks weird, but that looks normal. Like those are all normal. I don't know what that shuffling noise is. But yeah, like they've got greens and other stuff. I love looking at the old inventory. I love the fact that it just like shoves it into the middle of the screen. Like, not just that guy. Actually, Dragunov, this guy over here. Oh, Dragon, sorry. Your gear... I love the staffs and stuff like that. Like, I look forward to having a sorceress later, because I used to like using the staffs and wands and stuff like that. So for anybody that doesn't know, my avatar, Kelly Venus, who's currently in Catgirl form, which is Kitty Venus, we get a lot of the inspiration, weapons and stuff like magic and stuff like that from Diablo 2. So for anybody that doesn't know, my avatar, yeah, she's a magical girl, but she's actually a sorceress. And Diablo 2 is where that inspiration for sorceress came from. So, like wands, staffs, like scythes, glyphs, fucking bows, they're all her weapons too and stuff, and it's just like a really small thing that most people won't know about my character. She's not just like some kind of classic magical girl. Like, yes, a lot of the first animes I saw were magical girl types and stuff, but her inspiration for how her magic works and for, I know you're still alive, and for like her weapons and stuff come from Diablo 2. So it's just, yeah, a lot of people don't know that, and the few people that do kind of like, it's a weird mash up, especially since like my avatar has existed since I was 15, so she's grown with me as a character. Like, I'm 36 now, so was that like 20 years or whatever, give or take. So yeah, she's had like a lot of like various inputs and stuff like that, but Diablo 2 would have to be like the most major one, obviously. It's like cool inspiration. Oh, thank you. There's shuffle noises at NPC. They probably are. But I kind of thought, you know how if you look around in certain areas, you can find like rats and scarabs and scorpions and all sorts of creatures and stuff. I sometimes think that it's supposed to be their noises shuffling around too. Like, I almost the same age as my fiance. Oh yeah, nice. Yeah, no, I'm the 36 age group. A lot of people kind of assume that I'm younger. My voice is very, I don't know, youthful. But I also kind of like, I don't know, it all matches like in person anyway, so I get mistaken for being younger. No, I don't really give a shit. I find it funny because when I was younger, I got mistaken for being older. And at some point the table flipped and I'm like, wait a minute, when did this happen? I think it was like when I was like 23 or 24 or something. I must have looked older up until I hit like my 20s, and then I suddenly like just kind of, I don't know. Age is very subjective, it's funny. This is 34 here. Yeah, I remember you're 34. We were talking about it the other day in your stream. We were like pulling out like ages. Oh, hold on. Let's get you back up here. I need decoy too. There we go. Without the decoy and the Valkyrie, I can nearly not beat these. I really can't. Yeah, Avatar looks young too. Yeah, it does. But the thing is, like, I kind of, like, I change how she looks over time, but this is the most, because, like, she's me, so she's always how I look and stuff, so I kind of, like, I don't know, I just connect with, I connect with her, because it's really hard to explain, but basically, because I drew her off my body reference, right, off myself, right, so I was the reference for it. It kind of, I don't know, it's, to me, it's like, obviously I'm not an anime girl in real life, but it's the kind of mirrored effect. That's why I was trying really hard last night with, Once Human, not to character create myself to be fucking identical, because I kept holding up a mirror. when I do character creation, I normally like just pull up a mirror and like make it identical to me. And I'm like, I've got to not do this. I was like getting pretty fucking in depth at one point, and then I realized I need to stop toying with the sliders and move on. And yeah, if I had been there for like 4 hours, you would have just basically had me on screen. Would have been interesting though. It's not quite 50 September. Oh yeah. I don't know, I've always kind of just, I don't know. I don't really assume people's ages too much, but I kind of like have this like base range where I just kind of naturally assume everybody's around about like between 20 and like 40 most of the time. That's what I assume. I have like a default setting for like everybody else on Earth. Is everybody else is like somewhere between the age of 20 and 40, in like fit shape and like no kids. That's the default that everybody automatically gets, and whatever your like unique customizations are from that like will slowly seep in with more information I like learn about you and stuff. So yeah, everybody gets that like central medium default. I like how this looks. Look at it. It's like 7 to 7 to 25. It's too wide of a range. It's not good. Never grew up. Yeah, see, I was saying this the other day. There's 2 different ways to go about it. You can grow up, or you can grow older. I grew older. That's all that happened to me. Is, I was always told that when you grow up, you'll, like, you know, you'll get married, just settle down, you have some kids, and just kind of, like, I don't know, get into a routine of, like, whatever job or existence you have kind of thing. And a mundane existence is essentially what it sounded like to me. And I'm like, yeah, no thank you. I'm good. I'm okay. It's like, I don't require, like, car fresheners, thank you. You know. But I kind of just, at some point I also heard of, like, just growing older. It's a really weird thing to explain, but you just kind of, like, as an adult, you enjoy the things that you enjoyed as you were growing up into, like, your teens, adulthood, all that stuff. It never stops being fun. I'm not saying, like, life never stops being fun. Life is, like, shit at times. But, like, legit, there's no reason to not like what you like, no matter how old you are. There's no reason to stop doing the things you enjoy. Like, unless it's, like, something that's, like, harmful to health or something, then obviously, it might be a good idea not to. Like, for instance, it's, like, pretty difficult the older you get and stuff to, like, stay older. Like, stay up for, like, multiple days and stuff like that, or, like, work your nose to a grindstone or something like that. You know, those kinds of things. Those get harder. So you gotta go a bit easier on yourself, sort of thing. But, like, yeah, the rest of it, who says you can't fucking be an adult and enjoy games and comics and watch, you know, cartoon TV shows and like, yeah. Fucking, you want to eat cereal for dinner? Go fucking eat cereal for dinner. Ironically, that's a really bad reference, because, like, there was a whole Kellogg's drama thing, like, I think earlier this year or last year. But still, my point still stands. You want fucking donuts for breakfast? Go buy yourself donuts. You're fucking grown up, you know? That's how I see the world anyway, is live it however the fuck you want, however you enjoy. As long as you're not harming yourself or anybody else around you. Who gives a fuck? Yeah, grow older. I really have this, like, set belief that, you kind of, like, reach a point, when you're growing older, right? You kind of reach a point at some point where you stop kind of feeling like you're aging inside, in your mind, kind of thing. Like, I got up around 23, 24, about there, before I felt like I stopped, like, changing inside, like my perspective and everything. Like, obviously, like, I've educated myself on certain stuff since then, and I've developed, like, a lot more information and stuff in my brain and whatever, but I do feel like nothing much else changed after that point. Like, it was probably, like, developmentally when everything stopped for me, which is probably why I come across as, like, younger anyway, outwardly. It's just, like, that's about when I don't know, time-stamped? I don't know how to say it, but yeah, it's kind of, like, makes sense to me. That makes... But I also, around about that time, realized that just about every adult around me also may have stopped either in their teens or early 20s, and even if you're 40 or 70 or I don't even know about 80, like, maybe once you get past, like, 80s and something, maybe it's very different. But I do think no matter what age you are, you continue to have, like, some level of, like, you never aged kind of thing. It's very hard to explain, but I think most people kind of, if you know the feeling, you sort of know what I'm talking about. Even if I can't accurately describe it, it's just like time kind of, like, stood still inside, or I don't know, aging and stuff. Like, I don't know, maybe it's when you stop having people around you that, like, make you feel like time's passing or something. Like, you know how, like, in school years and stuff like that, you have like a clear definition of people that are older and younger than you and stuff like that. So it's very easy to feel 15 or 16 or whatever because there's a benchmark around you. Whereas when you get older, you're constantly surrounded by like any mismatch of any age group, and all of them feel a bit different. But some of them, it depends on the person. Some of them just stay teenager into like late adulthood. Also, Azula was like stretching then, my cat, so I had to give her pats. But she was being so cute. She had a little paw stretched out at me while I was like in that battle, so I don't know about going this way. The other thing too was, if anybody's noticed, every so often when something hits me, I throw out Frost Nova. A lot of my gear has Frost Nova on it because it slows and sometimes freezes my enemies, which gives me a chance to either hit them or dodge them or run away. Like I said, I've had to get real creative with what you know, will allow me to like deal decent damage with like how I've spec'd her out and stuff. I accidentally stood on a rat. You can do that. By the way, you see how there's like rats everywhere, whereas what's the one out in the open? I've got to go out this way. There's a scorpion, for instance. You can run over these bastards and go squish. See? Do you see? Squish. Yeah, so that's a fun thing I like about Diablo 2. You can just run around like, I don't know, absolutely fucking flatten a scorpion, a random rat, scarab, whatever. I don't know why Diablo added that feature. Like, look. If I run over you, see? Squishies. It even makes a sound effect to acknowledge that you've stood on the fucking thing. Like, the mice squeak, all sorts of things. Azula's gonna walk over my keyboard cover. Hold on. I just gotta secure it when she walks over it because I don't have a microphone stand. I have a keyboard cover to hold my microphone where it can hear me and shit. And Azula has to like walk over it to get to the other side of the desk. But if she's a pretty solid cat, so if she does it lazily and like stretches out her legs and stuff as she does it, she can full on like slide it. Oh fuck, we're in a fucking, I found what's his name? Fuck off, mate. I don't remember the guy's name. Radma or something. Oh shit, hold on. Let's get that back up. Piss off. Whoops. That's not the button. I accidentally keep hitting 4 and opening the portal because I keep my scrolls in my belt. I like to do that. I don't know. A lot of people, I've had a lot of commenters say, why don't you get a tome? Like, why is your belt full of like the fucking hell, full of the scrolls and shit? Fucking hell. Get that. Get you another. Here we go. Did I bring her out? I don't think I did. Hold on. I used the wrong thing. There we go. Jesus. Yeah, I know you can't. Time to stabby some people because we ran out of arrows. I don't know where the guy is here. He's in here somewhere or he's at the back. Oh. When I can actually reach them. Because I was like standing still. Let's get you up there.
Impossible.
Yeah, I know. Oh, they're resurrecting. Hold on. Where are you? There you are. Yeah, no. Jesus. Oh no, I'm gonna die. No. Fuck. I ran out of health. Oh, my shit's down there too. Oh, at least I got a portal. Fucking hell. I need to buy arrows. I love how she just goes for a little jog. That's funny. Yeah, so anyway, Azula occasionally like walks across my screen and like shuffles my fucking keyboard thing, right? But there's nothing I can really like do about that. As long as I can hold it in place, she won't like send it flying or anything. Let's get rid of that. So 12-year-old me, we knew of the town portals. I knew of the Tome of Identity. I didn't want to buy that. Get that out there. Right, I knew these things existed, but I like to use scrolls. Especially like, listen to these motherfuckers. Sounds so good. Anywho, so I used to use the the scrolls when I was first playing, which is what I'm doing this time. In later games, I did have like the tome and stuff, but I still preferred to have this kitted out the way that I do. So my problem is I've got to go in and I've got to grab my gear, but I'm pretty sure